Yeah, so we're moving down the list here, kind of, but back to one of your points there, because tequila's hot. There's no argument about that. I mean, tequila worldwide is kind of a phenomenon that's going on. Even Europeans. Well, I think we're going to get into some of the tequilas that Europeans are kind of, or some of the owners that have come in and set up distilleries there in Jalisco. But Mexican food in general. I think I read an article that Mexican food took over Italian food globally as popularity. Whether it was global, Mexican, Latin combined took over Italian food, which is strong. You know, I think tequila is still lagging vodka globally. I'm not sure. I hadn't looked at the statistics, but the popularity of tequila is just on the rise. And it's all segments of the population. And we see it every day. So the next one we're doing is Fortaleza Repo.
Ooh.
It's a solid again.
Yep.
I love the bottle cap on here.
That's pretty good.
That's the piña. The agave that's cut. So this is a solid bottle. The Fortaleza, they take a lot of pride in what they do.
Beautiful.
Single barrel. Their ovens, again, they kind of build them, and their process there that they're doing.
Have you had this
is
one,
quite
Patrick?
Phenomenal.
Jim, I haven't had any of these bottles up here.
Are you serious?
Well, I don't know. We'll get through the rest of
Okay,
it. We'll see.
this is beautiful stuff.
I'm
right
excited.
here.
So the repo is means reposado means resting. Again, it's probably from 2 to 12 months, somewhere in there. I'm not sure exactly what this one is done, but we're getting more than the Blanco. This is more of a sipping. It's still a little clear, which is great for mixing. If you're looking for a higher end tequila. Margarita on the rocks. Ooh, that's some big pours. Huh?
Yeah, I was like, damn,
Like,
Ozzie.
oh my gosh.
Heavy pours.
Hey.
Where's that chair? I'm gonna sit down real quick.
You're gonna get some good. It's clean. It's another one that's clean. It's smooth. But it's hard to follow up
Yeah,
the añejo that we just had as far as a sipping tequila. But they're really involved in the community. Again, they're big into these bottles are hand blown. I know but it brings whether it's work to the economy there. Local workers working. Specialty art people, the bottle caps. They're kind of outsourcing that all around the community to kind of come up with and really make it a community-driven, which is phenomenal.
Well, and going back to the points that y'all were mentioning about the bottles being an attraction factor for people whenever they're purchasing any type of spirit, whether it's a wine bottle or a bourbon bottle or a scotch bottle, they're looking for something different that draws their attention. So having this cap, that to me is like intriguing, even though the bottle may be simple in design.
Correct.
It's not as flashy as this, this belted up bottle over here we've got, or this fancy tall cap over here, but it's like that top, if you know what it is, you're like, hang on.
Sure.
They're giving some tribute back to where it's
Yeah.
from. Its origin. They're giving some, hey, this is where we come from.
No, that's exactly
I love
it. It's no different than Jim's restaurant. Beautifully designed, furnished, and he's backing it up with his cuisine.
Right.
It's the same thing that they're doing. Is they're putting their
Quality.
heart and effort into their quality. But their only chance to really get to you is when the bottle comes to your, when you buy the bottle.
Right.
So it's an important feature. Not that you see it. They're really kind of like you said, the Clase Azul.
Right.
People were intrigued with that. Handmade,
So
crafted.
pretty.
They want the
It's
bell.
so pretty. Yeah.
That's it. They
But
want the
it is
bell.
a good product.
And what's nice about this one also, they went through some supply issues where we couldn't get this for a while, and it's just starting to kind of come back. And so
tough to
people
get.
who really love this tequila really suffered for a few months where,
Especially the añejo.
you could not
can't even get it.
still. Yeah. But Ozzie, I never told you about this. So basically the blue agave has the prawns, and they pull it off, and so they get to the core of the piña. And so the longer they leave the agave in the ground, the bigger the plant gets, right? So when they get to the piña, it's interesting because some piñas are bigger than other piñas. So they have to quarter or extract it to roast them. So so like a small piña, they can just
Throw
put
it in
right into
there.
the roaster.
Right.
But a big piña, someone has to cut and slice
You got to slice and dice it.
With the machete.
with a machete. So I'm
probably-
just saying, that's one of my jokes, that all piñas are created equal.
But it's a great, it's silky smooth.
Salute.
Salute on that.
That's
Salute.
it. It's a
They're
good one.
varied in size,
There
right?
you go. And that black pepper on the end is so beautiful.
It is. It has a little spice to it there at the end. It just keeps you nice and warm, It's simple. It's
This
clean.
is a beautiful sipper.
So, Ozzie, I'm reading your taste notes here. So if I'm reading this right, these bottles were made 150 years ago.
Some of them, I guess. I mean,
So this is intriguing. So like they're bottling with older bottles. They're not making all of them. I guess some of them are probably new, but
Correct.
that's really cool to still use some past refurbished bottles.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is good.
It is good. It's a
It's
good story
He's-
on
he's
it.
got
too.
like- he's got like a
That's the
color
thing
progression.
about you when you start diving into these tequila, the story behind it.
Yep.
Ownership is one thing, but really they go in there and they partner with the community too, right? Because you need outside investment a lot of times. You get it from all kinds of. We look at Casa Amigos. Who was our guy? That started one of
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Yeah.
I mean, how much did they sell that for?
Yeah.
My goodness.
$750 million.
Yeah, some
And-
record.
And George will keep you if you can endorse it for 2 more years. We'll give you an extra $250 million. Like that fool needed $1 billion for God's sake. So I was like, come on.
But they're intriguing stories each time. But it
Yeah.
really goes down to the community, and a lot of this is age old. Like you said, 150 years. These are dads, that teaching their
These are
sons,
families. These are
grandfathers,
families, yeah.
their families that have done this for, ages.
I love that about spirits, where it's generational.
Correct.
Unless
Right.
it's a brand new spirit, you've got generations of knowledge, expertise that they're passing down, and then now you have this new generation maybe wanting to change things up a bit, maybe
Right.
wanting to add a little bit of flair here, but for the most part, it's like, well, they've been doing this for 150 years. Let's keep rocking and rolling.
And look, Fortaleza could change, and they could get automated and really increase their production, and
They choose not to.
They're choose not to. They're not going to go against family traditions and really age old techniques that would not be who they are.
Right.
They're staying true to their name, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.